Life experiences have just been the influences for the album, and just stuff that I've been through, especially in the last 5 years with being in the band and everything. Yeah, it's quite a personal album, and we recorded a lot of it actually out in the woods and stuff like this, which is quite weird. It was just something that we wanted to do because we wanted to make it quite real and genuine. You know, I used to listen to a lot of Bollywood being a kid and stuff, so yeah, that definitely influenced the music a little bit. And then as I got older, I guess I just started listening to a lot of like my dad's old records, like 90s stuff, just like a lot of R&B and a lot of rap. It's a nice feeling to come out of a place where you are being told what to do and, you know, to behave a certain way just because of certain expectations or certain things that people want to see. It is just all my perspective, and that's fully liberating. I wouldn't be able to give you like a one standout moment where I was like, this is what I want to do, because I guess I just always kind of knew. It's a crazy thing to be on the cover of Vogue. I was kind of like a little bit speechless. I was kind of half asleep and G walked in with the phone and like showed it to me, and I like seen it. I was like, oh shit, it's really fucking sick. My main thing with clothes is I just always try to like make my outfit look cool. I don't know why that is. It's just something I want to do. My granddad, he was a teddy boy, so he loved like dressing up in suits and like wearing like specific tie done a certain way, and like, so it's definitely in the bloodline. And I don't want to sound cliche, but I think Prince was like the epitome of that for me. Like, he always like was bold with what he wanted to do and didn't really care. It was always unique, and that always tied into what he was doing musically as well. The studio is kind of like what I always envisioned my bedroom to be like as a child, but couldn't quite ever afford to do anything to the extent that it is now. So it's kind of like my like childhood aspirations to one day build a studio, and it's all kind of planned out with that in mind. It's just all my favourite things, and just they're all kind of around in like cool places, you know what I mean, just little bits of me, just things that I wanted to put in there, basically. When I first moved in, I was staying here like on a mattress for about 6 months. I didn't really want to do anything to it because I just liked the way it felt, like minimalistic, simple. There was nothing to really hold on to, and I just moved out of my London pad, which had a lot of stuff in it. I thought I'll stick just the poster straight on the wall and do like a collage, and it was meant to be like a little collage originally. And then I did the entire wall, and then I just kind of went from there. I didn't really have anything in the house except this massive collaged wall. The comic books that I had when I was a kid, they were in a safe somewhere, and they just had like cobwebs and stuff on them, so we just decided to take them out and put them in the coffee table, and they look really cool. Personally, again, I'm not like a very outgoing like social person, like in terms of big groups of people. When we're, you know, getting ready to start putting the second album out, and people are gonna start seeing me a bit more, so I'm excited to see what people think. I think it's been a year since like I've properly showed my face and stuff, so I feel like I'm always trying to work through whatever, you know, certain issues are around certain subjects. For me personally, I think it comes from a place of not ever wanting to come across as an over arrogant person or a person that takes himself too seriously. I'm not always trying to be pretentious or, you know, to say something that I think is going to change the world. I feel like I'm one voice among millions. I listen to a lot of hip-hop, a lot of rap music, so I rate them sort of people as like the real lyricists, because they're right things that are, you know, complex and weird. I always feel like there's something I can improve on, or there's something I can tweak and make it more me, or, you know, a little bit more different here. And I feel like that comes across with my lyric now. I feel like my lyric's grown. I feel like it's more adult. I feel like I've got some cool puns in there and some weird things that I'm proud of, that my mind's been able to come up with. I'm just thankful that I get to do what it is that I do, and people appreciate it, and they don't throw tomatoes at me when I'm on stage. I'm actually just having a good time on the lead up to Christmas, unwinding. Casually got a song out with Taylor Swift. So yeah, just enjoying that at the minute. Yeah.
Hey man, how did that come about?
I called her up and she'd heard the song already. She liked it, and I just asked her if she wanted to be on it. She was like, yeah.
She was with it?
Yeah, she did it. No. Yeah, she's pretty cool, man. She's relaxed and that, so if I had a problem, I think I would have been able to, but when it came back, it was all good. She smashed it, so I didn't have to have that discussion with her.
No, did you?
Not really. I think I was just more impressed by the way that she writes. She was very quick. She did it in like a day, so when it came back, and I was just like, surprised with the understanding of the song, and you know, the concept of what I was actually trying to do with the song. She just kind of latched onto it straight away. She got it, and I was impressed by that. I didn't really know obviously what to expect, venturing on a solo thing, doing my whole, you know, R&B kind of thing, and experimenting with different types of music. I didn't really know what to expect, but the response has been good so far with the music that we've put out, so I'm enjoying it. It's a good time. I've mainly just been excited, if I'm being honest, just because I wanted to kind of get out my ideas and, you know, kind of show people my thought process and exactly what kind of music influenced me and made me want to be a musician. So that's why obviously the album's called Mind and Mine. So yeah, there was a lot of other emotions in there, but mainly just excitement, I guess, just to see what people thought. Yeah, I'm not even like trying to put myself out there as any, you know, specific genre of artist. I'm not saying I'm an R&B artist, I'm this artist, I'm that artist. I'm just putting music out, and if people like it, then that's cool. But yeah, I just want to be able to experiment, so that's why I'm saying that, because I want to have that freedom to be able to do that. Yeah, I think I probably made the decision to make a solo album a long time ago, when I was probably about 16. So yeah, a long time ago. But it's been a fun process, you know, finally being able to do it and to get it all together and put all my ideas down. That was a liberating feeling. Yeah, I think, you know, you always need a bit of confidence in yourself, or, you know, courage to put yourself out there in any kind of art form or, you know, personal thing that you're trying to portray to, you know, the public. So yeah, I guess there was definitely a little bit of that, but mainly just the want and need to kind of do it for myself and get that reaction and see what people thought. So yeah, just a lot of just having to get it out there, I guess. A little bit, yeah, and it kind of, when you're writing for an album and you kind of get yourself in a process where you're thinking about, you know, writing for a specific thing, you tend to write about things in a certain way, and when you know that that's over and it's finished, you instantly start writing about things more freely and start, you know, expressing different things and thinking outside the box, thinking I might be writing for somebody else. You might say things that you might not necessarily have said from your perspective. So I found that the second I found out that the album was finished, I was like, okay, I'm cool, I can go back in the studio now, and I just started writing again. So it's interesting. It kind of does feel like a weight's off, but you then also feel the weight of the next thing that you've got to do a little bit as well. So yeah, I'm always like that. I'm always thinking of the next thing. You know, you always worry about certain things or whatever, but I guess the main thing that you got to always think is you just trying to reach the people that you want to reach by saying what you've got to say. So if some people get offended by that sometimes, then they're the people that you're not trying to reach. Do you know what I'm saying? So you just got to focus on whatever it is that you want to get out there, and hopefully people like that for what the message is. The reaction so far has been amazing. Obviously the fans have been behind everything, and the support's been really cool. Obviously I didn't expect the reaction to be the way it has been, so it's been really cool. Yeah, a little bit. I think when we put the first single out and it went #1 in so many countries, I think that really showed the scale of the worldwide thing, the worldwide fan base, shall we say. So It really, yeah, it kind of blew me away a little bit. I didn't really expect that at all. I just thought, you know, certain people might fuck with the music or whatever. I didn't know that the whole fan base from before would as well. So that it was cool. That felt pretty insane. Obviously, the only two other people to do that are Adele and Elton John. So I was like, that's some crazy, crazy people to be up there with. So I was, yeah, again, just blown away. I really don't know what to say. I just didn't expect it, but I'm enjoying it. It's fun. She's just somebody that like I've been listening to for like the last like year and a half, and I just really like the stuff that she does, and I like the way that she writes her lyrics, and I like the style that she has with the shit that she puts out. So yeah, she was just somebody that I was really interested in working with, and I reached out to her and she said she wanted to have a meeting. So we sat down, played some music, and she was just really cool. And yeah, we got things like finished in about a week, I think, on the songs, really quickly, and they came back really good. So yeah, I'm excited about that. The album sleeve is just my idea was that my ideas have basically been with me a long time, and that I always wanted to be where I was right now, even from that moment in time. So I kind of wanted to capture that with that picture, and especially that picture just meant a lot to me as well because it was always in my living room, like from the time it got taken. It was like one of the most like professional looking photos that we had in the house of me, so I just liked it, and yeah, it was cool to use it on the album. It was really sick.